She was said to have the power to stick to anything she touched, making her a dangerous creature to
Hold
approach.
up. Hold up. Does that apply to her giving any type of man that she wants a hand job? If you guys are interested in making money online or from home, I recommend this website called swagbucks.com. Swagbucks.com is a popular loyalty consumer rewards program where members of this free reward service get free gift cards and cash for the online activities they're already completing. Online's and rewards points called Swagbucks, which you can redeem for points in gift cards or cash. It's 100 Swagbucks points for $1. You get to shop online, scan your receipts for cashback rebates, make money playing games, install the Swagbucks browser extension, and also answer online surveys for quick and easy cash. It's free to sign up. You guys can sign up using my referral link at the screen right here. You will also get a bonus of $3 after using my referral link, and you or anybody else that you refer to using this link will get a $3 bonus when you and your referral earn $3 within the first 30 days after signing up. Plus, you will also earn 10% of your referral's earnings for the life of their account. Anyways, guys, on with today's video. What's up, Cosmonauts? It's your boy Cosmo, and today, guys, we're here to react to 5 true Sticky Liz horror stories, which is what recommended by one of you guys. One of my friends on my Snapchat, also known as It's Seth Alberts, has requested me to react to this video. Again, it's called 5 True Sticky Liz Horror Stories. Apparently, we're going to be reacting to some horror stories, and it's been a while since I've done anything scary related, because I'm hoping to God that this doesn't have any jump scares, because if you've been an OG of me since 2020, 2021, you guys would know how bitch made I am when it comes to scary shit. And if you guys want to watch the original video, link is at the very top of the description, and this video was made by KAZ. Before we get started, Mother's Day is in 2 days. Today's Friday, but it'll be Mother's Day when you guys are watching this. So be sure to tell y'all's moms that you love her, and don't act like you are too good for her, because if it wasn't for Mama, if it wasn't for Mama giving birth to y'all, or assuming if you're adopted, if it wasn't for her adopting some of y'all, you would not be where you at right now. Let me tell you that. Be sure to give your mama a big hug, a big kiss, make her breakfast, do whatever you gotta do. My mom is my best friend, so without her, I would not be where I'm at right now, and I'm sure you guys can say the same thing about y'all's mamas. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's do this.
Once upon a time, in a small town located
You
near the
gotta
edge
add
of
the
a dense
static
forest,
into it.
lived a
Ooh.
monster named Sticky Liz. Liz was an evil creature and had a fascination
Gotta
with
add the
horses,
aesthetic to it,
which
you know?
caused distress among the people of the town. Legend had it that Sticky Liz was born from an ancient curse placed upon a woman who had betrayed her horse. She was said to have the power to stick to anything she touched, making her a dangerous creature to approach.
Hold up. Does that apply to her giving any type of man that she wants a hand job? I'm sorry, that's just what crossed my mind. Just imagine her hand just sticks to any man's penis, and it's just permanently stuck there. So stuck that even glue remover can't even do that shit. I'm sorry, let me stop. We're already off into a sus start to this reaction.
Over time, the people of the town came to fear Sticky Liz, as she would sneak into their stables and take their horses away, often leaving behind a slimy residue in her wake. The townspeople tried to get rid of
What kind
Sticky
of
Liz,
residue are we talking
but all
about?
their attempts failed. They then sought the help of a powerful wizard who agreed to get rid of the monster, but on one condition.
Hopefully my commentary will be used as a defense mechanism when I'm watching scary shit, or possibly scary shit. I don't know if this is gonna be scary
They
or not.
must offer the most beautiful horse in the town as a sacrifice. The townspeople reluctantly agreed, and the wizard set out to defeat Sticky Liz. After a long fought battle, the wizard finally managed to destroy the cursed monster and free the town from her terror. However, the people of the town never forgot the sacrifice that they had made to save themselves from Sticky Liz. And for generations to come, they taught their children to never betray their horses, lest they suffer a similar fate. But as generations passed and times moved on,
way to teach the children.
Sticky Liz came back. Rumor has it that she has now integrated herself into society. Every time she is hungry, she feeds on local residents.
Once upon a time, in a small town called Millfield, there lived a young girl named Melanie. She was a happy and cheerful girl who loved spending time with her friends and family.
Okay,
but
I know
one
where this
night,
is gonna go.
Everything
This one
changed.
sounds too good to be true.
Melanie was walking
Everything
back home
had
from her...
changed. That's such a predictable twist right there. That's so predictable. I always hear these stories on or especially one of those documentaries where people will go, oh, so-and-so was a happy-go-lucky person who loved doing this, loved doing that, was always laughing, and was always optimistic and all that shit until once, or until it happened. So-and-so did this, and this or that happened to so-and-so, and because of drugs or something. That's too predictable. I've seen my grandma watch those type of dramatic documentaries of celebrities being a happy-go-lucky person, and then all of a sudden they get into doing drugs or alcohol or any stupid shit, and it fucks with them.
Her friend's house when she heard strange noises coming from behind her. She turned around and saw a humanoid monster known as Sticky Liz lurking in the shadows. The monster was covered in a slimy substance that stuck to everything it touched. Melanie tried to run, but the monster was too fast. She fell and injured her ankle, and before she could get up, the monster attacked her. The slimy substance covered her face, making it hard for her to breathe. She struggled to escape, but the monster was too strong. Ugh. Sticky Liz dragged Melanie into the nearby woods, where it made her its prey. The monster consumed her flesh, leaving her bones behind. No one knew what happened to Melanie until her parents contacted the authorities about her sudden disappearance. The police launched an investigation.
I don't know what the police are gonna do. I don't know how you would explain this to the police. They'll just think that you're crazy. They're gonna put you in one of those jackets where you hug yourself. No, you don't want to be talking about this shit to the police. They'll most likely just throw you into a mental asylum.
And found Melanie's bones in the woods. They also discovered traces of the slimy substance on her remains, leading them to believe that Sticky Liz was responsible for her death. From that day onwards, the town of Millfield was haunted by the memory of Melanie's death. The residents lived in fear, never walking alone at night, always looking over their shoulders and never forgetting the horror that was Sticky Liz.
Tim was a humble guy who worked at McDonald's to support his family. He has worked several shifts before, but the graveyard shift was a different story.
Like walking by myself.
It's known to be eerie and spooky, especially at 3 in the morning. One day, Tim narrated an incident that happened to him a few months back. He was working the usual night shift when at around...
Bro, I cannot do a night shift, okay? The only time that I've ever worked a night shift, or at least close to it, I used to work at Walmart. I was one of those I was a shelf stalker. I was working from 2 to 11. I didn't really like those hours. I don't have any sorts of transportation. All I have is a bicycle, which is my local Walmart. I know it's usually a 1 to 2 minute drive, but it was 2 to 11 p.m. So I would leave a little bit before 2 p.m. and then come home a little after 11, which is almost midnight, and I hated that shit. I don't know. I feel like walking alone at night. It almost feels like someone's watching you. Even if you're not a female, even if you're not a female, it's still not safe, which is common sense. But even though I'm a guy, I'm still insecure about walking by myself at night because I've had instances where I was constantly mistaken for a woman. I mean, as you can see, I already got the long hair for it. So if I was to walk by myself at night, I don't know. I feel like I would get mistaken or catcalled or mistaken for a woman, and have some random ass psycho dude following me, just trying to get thinking he's trying to get a little something. I can't deal with that shit.
He saw a mysterious customer entering through the door.
Of course, it's always got to be 3 a.m. The witching hour, the devil's hour.
The customer appeared to be a monster covered in a slimy substance.
This is why I always work early mornings. I'm so glad I've switched to early mornings shifts.
Tim felt ill at ease, but he had a job.
5 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Taking a deep breath,
early in, early out.
He went on with his work and approached the customer. The monster had a raspy voice and asked for a meal with fries and a drink. Tim noticed that the customer had long, pointed teeth and glowing eyes, which made him shudder. As he prepared the customer's meal, he noticed that the slimy substance on the monster's skin was sticking to the counter. Ew. Tim had to use extra napkins to clean it up.
Oh no, even napkins aren't gonna do anything. The napkins are gonna just stick to the shit.
And nervous, Tim handed the food to the monster. Suddenly, the monster started to change. Its eyes glinted with a red hue, and its voice turned subdued with a sinister tone. The monster requested Tim to add special seasoning to the meal, which implied something very wrong. Tim knew something wasn't right, but he didn't want to take any chances.
No, yeah, you know what they say, the customer is always right. Even it's gotten to the point where even the monsters are customers.
The special seasoning and quickly handed it to the monster. The monster took its meal and went out, leaving a trail of slimy footprint.
No, monsters aren't scary. The fact that the customer is always right, to me, that's scary. As a former employee, the customer is always right. It's sad but true.
Behind. After the incident,
that's
Tim started to hear
than
rumors
monsters.
that the monster customer was none other than Sticky Liz, a creature that had been responsible for several mysterious disappearances around town. Tim's eyes widened, and he knew he had barely made it out alive. From that night, Tim never worked the graveyard shift again.
Hell
he
no!
Made it a point to tell everyone about his harrowing encounter with Sticky Liz.
I would complain to my manager. I would say, "Hey, let me work morning shifts because I ain't dealing with that shit." Yeah, you ever seen SpongeBob? You ever seen the graveyard shift episode? That's some hash slinging slasher kind of shit.
This evil monster.
I can't, dude.
It was a dark and stormy night on Tucker's farm.
I do not like
night. And
night.
He was sound asleep when he suddenly woke up to the sound of his chickens cawing frantically. As he made his way to the chicken coop, he saw a large, terrifying...
I feel like there's a lot of horror stories where they're located in rural or countryside areas, so I already know this one's not going to end well.
Monster snatching up his precious birds one by one. Tucker felt helpless as the monster,
what, are they going to make rotisserie chicken out of them?
Goo, tore apart each chicken in its monstrous jaws. He tried to shoo the monster away,
might as well cook
but
them
it only
rotisserie
growled and
style.
lunged forward, its razor-sharp teeth bared. As Tucker watched in horror, Sticky Liz, as the monster was known in the town, finished murdering all of his chickens and began to steal his horses.
No, again
Tucker
with the
tried
horses.
to chase them, was gone in the blink of an eye, and he had no idea how to recover. He knew he needed help, but who could possibly stop Sticky Liz?
Don't say police. The police ain't gonna do shit. Again, mental asylum. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna take you to a mental asylum, probably.
Tucker became obsessed with revenge. He couldn't bear the thought of the monster
Because you can't make this stuff up.
So he rallied a team of his cousins and set out to find her lair.
Oh shit! He's bringing the boys.
Tucker and his gang finally found.
He's bringing the boys.
In the woods. It was a dark, damp place full of strange, glowing mushrooms and slimy, crawling creatures. Tucker and his cousins launched a surprise attack, hoping to catch Sticky Liz off guard. But the monster was ready for them, and she fought back with all her might. It was a brutal battle, with Tucker and his team using everything from pitchforks to rocks to try and bring down the monster. But Sticky Liz was too strong and had too many tricks up her sleeve. In the end,
Tucker and all of his cousins fell to the monster's claws, leaving behind a bloody, gruesome scene.
Oh.
As Sticky Liz disappeared into the darkness once again, Tucker's last thought was that he should have never tried to take on such a powerful foe.
No, when in doubt, run it out. don't try to be the hero.
Couple, Emily and Jason, who had been dating for almost 2 years. They were happy in their little bubble, enjoying each other's company and living a typical teenage life. However, there was one thing that cast a dark shadow over their
again with the dramatic twist. They were a happy-go-lucky couple, they loved each other, and then all of a sudden, this and this happens.
Happiness. Sticky Liz. Sticky Liz was a humanoid monster who attended the same high school as Emily and Jason. She was obsessed with horses, and her appearance was reminiscent of one, with long, sticky limbs and a slimy purple exterior. Sticky Liz was a social outcast, and barely spoke to anyone except for the occasional horse whinny. Emily and Jason had never spoken to Sticky Liz before, but her odd behavior made them nervous. They had heard rumors of her devouring live animals, and they couldn't help but feel like they were constantly being stalked by her. It didn't help that Sticky Liz had a strange fascination with Emily's beautiful blonde hair, and would constantly try to touch it when she saw her in the hallways. Emily and Jason had tried to avoid Sticky Liz as much as possible, but when they found out they were both in the same science class as her, their anxiety levels skyrocketed. They would sit as far away from her as they possibly could, and Emily would put her hair up into a bun so that Sticky Liz wouldn't try to touch it. One day, Sticky Liz had had enough of being ignored. She approached Emily and Jason during lunch and asked if they wanted to hear about her favorite horse. Emily and Jason tried to politely decline, but Sticky Liz persisted, and the entire cafeteria
Next time someone asks me about their horses, I'ma just say no. I'ma just say no. I'ma say no.
Emily and Jason couldn't help but feel a sense of pity for Sticky Liz. They realized that she wasn't a monster at all, just a lonely girl with an odd interest. From that day forward, they made a
don't fall for that
conscious
shit.
effort to talk to her and include her in their social circle.
Don't do it.
In time, Sticky Liz became a cherished member of their friend group, and her love for horses became somewhat contagious.
No, don't do it.
Emily and Jason learned that sometimes it's our own prejudices and biases that make others seem like monsters, when really they're just different from us. But one day, Sticky Liz devoured each and every one of the friend group.
I told you. Next time someone asks me about their horses, I'm just gonna politely decline them. I don't want to hear shit about your farm life. I'm not about that farm life, okay? I'm not about that life. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys reacted. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction. It's nice to come back after, you know, a long hiatus. You know, it's nothing new, okay? If you guys haven't got the memo, as you may know, I'm not uploading as frequently as I used to a couple of years ago, okay? And that's because I've been putting a lot of my time on Twitch. I'm still gonna upload here, by the way, but it's just not gonna be as much compared to 3 or 4 years ago. But I want to make sure that I'm putting out content that you guys want to enjoy and content that I personally enjoy. But anyways, guys, hope to see you guys whenever in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and peace.